Hello to all the Aries people, to all you Aries people out there. Welcome to your horoscope, your monthly horoscope for October 2012 for the general sign of Aries. Now, what is happening? There is a lot happening during the month of October, and I already talked about it last month about Saturn trining Neptune. So Saturn in Scorpio. That is going to shift from your 7th house to your 8th house, and it's going to bump into Neptune from the very start, and Neptune is in your 12th house. Now, what does that all mean for the Aries people? Well, it means that this is a cycle, of course. The Saturn transiting your 8th house is a long cycle for more than 2 years. It means that a lot of Aries people are going to face and master what they fear, basically. And they're going, because that's what Saturn in the 8th house is all about, and to structure it and to transform yourself in some kind of way in order for you to have no taboos anymore. It is connected with Neptune in the 12th house, so a lot of unconscious stuff that comes to the surface, and you'll be able to try to manifest what you want as an ideal, because that Saturn is manifesting and Neptune is the ideals, and that's the good thing with these two. Neptune makes sure that you're not going to ground too much so that people get depressed. But Neptune also makes, Saturn also makes sure that you're gonna ground and that you're not gonna fly with Neptune. So they are absolutely very beautifully in balance. And the two areas that are involved here, your 8th house and your 12th house, are water houses, very sensitive houses, and very sensitive stuff going on that needs to be transformed. But you've got the time for it to do that. Now, what else is going on? So that's on the background. It's going to be on the background for a long time. And the other thing that is going on is a building up of a square, a T-square, around the middle of the month. And the planets that are involved is your ruler. It's Mars, opposing Jupiter, squaring up to Venus. What does it all mean? Well, first of all, your ruler is in Sagittarius. And you like it there. Why does Mars like it there? Because it can be straightforward, it can be fiery, and it likes it. But that's already the flip side. If you are too fiery, too bold, too straightforward, you can step on other people's toes. And that's the only advice I want to give you. Don't overdo things, in general, actually. And of course, that Mars is in Scorpio, in Sagittarius, and that is your 9th house, and it opposes Jupiter in your 3rd house. So it is probably the communication sector that we're talking about here. So if you're trying to convince other people of your belief system, because Mars is in the 9th house, the house of the belief system, the house of your beliefs, and Mars, especially in Sagittarius, and especially in opposition with Jupiter, can sometimes overdo and try to convince other people of your truth, and convince other people of what you see is the truth. And although it may be right, and probably it will be right, you're not going to be effective if you overdo it. Other people are not going to listen, and other people are not going to be open for you if you do that. But that's the only thing that I want to warn you for. And that Venus in the 6th house shows that it is good for you to look at the details and to spend some time to, if you want anyone, you know, whether it is work or a friend or a close relationship, when you want to convince them of something that you really truly believe in, it is good to look at the details. It is good to look at what it really means to you. So And because your Aries people are already quite straightforward, it could be quite some a challenge for you. But again, I think you will be fine. And I'm not saying that just to try to cuddle or anything, but because fixed stars are very much involved in this whole month actually. And why is that? The planet, or the fixed star, sorry, Spica, there is a new moon in Libra on the fixed star Spica in the middle of the month. And that is all about you'll be fine. That is all about, that overrules everything. Notwithstanding the fact it can be a challenging situation or not a challenging situation, you are going to be fine. And that is in your 7th house area of other people. So you probably get help from other people too, and that is good. And there is a new start there. That is very interesting, and you're going to be fine. Now, other fixed stars are involved that are very important, and that includes your ruler and that Jupiter, which opposes your ruler. Now, what is this all about? Jupiter, which is now in your 3rd house sector of communication, is going retrograde as from the 5th of October. And it's going retrograde, and it's going towards the star, the fixed star of new beginnings, Aldebaran. So for everyone, there's this new start, a new beginning occurring in some area of life. For you, it's the communication sector area that has probably, because what all was going on I just talked about, that triggers it probably. So you're going to try to have a new beginning of expressing yourself through communication, but also expressing your ideas and being open to ideas of other people. I think that's going to be very important for you. And Mars, your ruler, is on another fixed star called Antares, and that's connected with endings and closings. So that Mars really tries to close what is not longer needed and to be open for a new beginning. So that is very, very beautiful. So that is what is going on for the general horoscope for Aries. Of course, if you want a more specific, let me look at your natal chart. If you want that, you can. I'll put a link underneath. And I wish you all the best for the month of October, you Aries people. And I wish you all the best. And I'll see you next month. Bye bye.